That was
it's not the way you want to start this season.
Nope.
I mean, a loss is one thing. It's that this is one of those words. It's how you lost. It's how you looked when you lost.
Well, it's been 2 years since we've seen a game like that. The Baltimore game in 2023 was the last time they were uncompetitive.
Yeah.
And that's what this was really about. It was about being uncompetitive. It was, and here's the other thing it's about. It's, we talked all last week about, well, if this, if that, right? And pretty much all of the ifs, I mean, did they all go south? I mean, I could sit here and say I like the way they defended the run. And the list gets short after that. It was a terrible, terrible performance. But it is one game, and we will discuss it all. And people are ready to vent, and I understand it. And it was bad. It was concerning in a lot of ways. And there's no sugarcoating what happened on the field. Now, you know us pretty well that there's going to be a zoom out and look at the big picture. And if you don't like it, that's fine. I like to say, and I mean this sincerely, everybody's feelings are valid. If you are in full panic mode or you are really concerned about A, B, C, and D, and you think this is that performance was reflective of who they're going to be this year, I can understand why you're more concerned with the long-term ramifications and that this is, that's a team that's doomed. There's no question. There's no question that was concerning. Like, you can't watch a game where they're that uncompetitive and that the fears that you see, like the coordinators, yeah, not a great performance. The O-line, yeah, not a great performance. The pass rush, yeah, not a great performance. Remember a couple of weeks ago, he said, my God, if they lose this Green Bay game, it is going to be an all-out panic on the Monday afterwards. And they lost, and they lost with authority.
Yeah, they earned the loss. They absolutely earned the loss, and it was frustrating at every level of the game, whether it was the offense inability to get the ball downfield, or worse yet, when they did, they couldn't finish. You get in the red zone 3 times, you end up with 2 field goals and an interception, and then eventually you get the touchdown at the end, and maybe the most amazing. And this isn't even hyperbole. That might be the most amazing catch I've ever seen in my life.
It was an incredible catch. I wish it mattered.
I wish it mattered too, because and I haven't looked at ESPN, but it should be number 1 on ESPN, even though they probably give this to a finishing drive by the Bills. But it was unbelievable. It was absolutely unbelievable, and it really doesn't matter because the offense sputtered. Jared Goff was under duress all game long. You had a running game that was, I'm not going to say it was non-existent, because there were times where they were moving the ball. But they couldn't get it going like they normally would get it going. You didn't see those big 15-yard gains and the breaking tackles getting to the second level and you making a guy miss and all that. I thought I think there were 22 runs. Is that what they had last night? There were 22 runs last night, and I think 16 of them, the first hit came in the backfield.
Yeah.
That's an incredible rate of futility when it comes to stopping penetration. So the offense, obviously, they sputtered. Everything was dink and dunk. They couldn't really move the ball downfield, throw the ball downfield. Defensively, no pass rush whatsoever. They stopped the run. They looked really good against the run, I thought, for a couple of carries, and I don't care about the couple of carries. I mean, they held Josh Jacobs pretty much in check with the exception of a 15-yard run. They did great against the run, but the secondary, penalties in the secondary, breakdowns, there were missed assignments and leaving guys wide open. That happened. But that lack of a pass rush, I mean, that we didn't – Aiden Hutchinson was nowhere to be found. He's not on the score sheet. And trying to hope, we'll see what's opposite of Hutch. Well, I want to see Hutch, and that's a tough thing to watch when we've seen him all training camp long. With our eyes, we saw him in a handful of practices, and he looked just like a disruption waiting to happen. He was amazing.
Well,
and by all accounts, that's what he was. And then last night, nothing. And it's not all on him. It's just this is what the frustration's coming out. And the special teams were also disturbing with the mistakes that they made there. Lining up offside on a punt when you're the punting team, negating a really good punt that got inside the 20, and then you have to re-kick it, and there's a 32-yard difference. It's those things. When you have mistakes in special teams, they get magnified when everything else is going wrong, and then scoring plays happen as a result of it. It was just an epic collapse in all three phases of the game yesterday. No, they didn't miss a field goal attempt, and no, they didn't get anything blocked or returned against them for a touchdown, but it were the little things that did matter in the special teams as much as they mattered in offense and defense.
It's a concerning performance. There's no doubt about it. 248-539-9797. We got open lines, and certainly plenty of people want to talk, and we'll start knocking them down. In the meantime, Champ and Chump, we do it every Monday. Who should be singled out for Champ and Chump of the weekend? Who had the best weekend? Who should be called out for having a weekend that stinks? We'll get to your phone calls and feedback coming up here on Karsch and Anderson on 97.1 The Ticket.